What is up, guys? This is Hunter, and I am going to be going over some of my trades yesterday, and then giving my thesis for what I think is going to be happening in the market today. Um, Lately, I have been trading SPX. I think it is the best stock to day trade, and I will make a whole video explaining that to you guys because it is the best. Um, Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. So, if we want to look at yesterday, I made one trade yesterday and it ended up not going in my favor, but I had a pretty good idea of what I thought was going to happen. I saw that over the past couple of weeks we've been in a downtrend, so I've been kind of short biased, looking for opportunities to buy puts. Uh, what I've been playing is called the candle under candle. So, in situations where you see a downtrend, once you see the pullback to the long side, you're looking for it to test against this 9 EMA, and then confirm back downward. So that confirmation would actually be right here on this candle. We saw it break the low of this red candle before it. And this is where I had a stop order set to buy puts. So as soon as it broke through, my puts entered, and unfortunately, right after it bounced back up and went long. I think my main mistake here was entering the trade a little bit too early. I I thought that the downtrend was going to be strong enough that we could just enter right here. Had I looked at SPY for the day, I would have gotten a little bit of a better picture of what was going on. Because if we look at SPY, let me add in the VWAP and the EMA. So if we look at SPY right around that same time, bring it down to 1 minute. Well, right here, when I played SPX, it was at 9:35, and as you can see on SPY at 9:35 right here, we were above the 9 and VWAP, which means it's pretty bullish zone. We don't really want to be looking for puts in this area. And when SPX is just a basically a leveraged version of SPY, so they kind of move in very similar ways for the most part. As you can see, like this opened at 388.8, and SPX opened at 3899. So just about the same price, but multiplied by 10. So yeah, it just wasn't a very good trade. I should have waited a little bit longer for something to actually show up or like give me a very clear depiction of what way the market was moving. Um, Once it broke through, it broke right back downward. So my idea of what was going to happen to the market that day was pretty spot on. I just didn't have the best entry and the best setup. Um, at that point, I didn't actually like. There's nothing there confirming a spot for me to jump into the trade, even though it's like very solid movement downward. Um, and from there, we didn't really see a whole lot that I could work with for the day. That's kind of typical I'm finding for Thursdays. What I really want is to find something pop through the 9 and then stay above it. And then like this play would have been solid if this happened above the 9 EMA. If it broke through, pulled back, stayed above the 9 EMA, and then this candle was like going up from there above the 9 EMA the whole time, this would have been my entry candle, but we didn't get that. I'm gonna make a full video on my entries and exits for the candle over candle and candle under candle plays, especially with SPX. That's kind of my main strategy that I run on it. As the day got on, we saw a lot more just consolidation through the 9, and right here is really like the only, this one and this one are like the only solid plays that I saw for the day. We would have seen this come through, pull back to about the 9. I would have liked to see this candle either start down here a little more or seen one more pullback candle to give me a little more room, but this is still a solid play. We would enter on this candle right here, this green one, right when it breaks past this high. So right around there, we would enter with calls, and theoretically you want to be exiting at the top of the run, which would be this right here. But that honestly wouldn't have been enough movement for me. I probably would have held a little bit longer and tried to get some sort of this upside. Another good play that's a little bit more textbook is this one. It pulls back far enough for us to actually get some good profits in the move. Right here is where we would start to set our buy. We would put it right at the top. So as soon as it breaks this line, we're entering calls. So this candle breaks that top, you enter calls here, and then you'd sell them right at the top of the run right here. And you get about a 4 point move there. With the SPX options, that would probably get you around, what would it be? Maybe like 200 per contract, because you get deltas of about 50 to 40 when you're buying like one or two out of the money, which is what I do. So ideally, you're buying one or two out of the money, and then some of that movement you're getting back into the money, and the delta goes up a lot at that point. But other than that, for the rest of the day, I don't really trade past like noon, 11:30, to be honest. So this stuff doesn't really matter, but I still look just to see what's happening. And I don't see a lot of good trades. It breaks through here, gives me a pullback. This could be an entry for the candle under candle. You'd enter right there on this break. You have to hold through a little bit of pain right there, and then you would sell at the previous low, which you never actually got to the previous low, but you'd be selling right around here. But just take a stop loss order and move it down. Breaks right back through, comes through. Yeah, not a whole lot here. You could do one right there, but like I said, this is a little bit too late in the day. So for what I think is going to happen today, I look at SPY to actually draw my supply and demand zones, and then I just translate that over to SPX when I'm trading SPX. So from 2 days ago, I had two supply zones drawn, and we'd see it bounce a couple times off of there. So what I'm kind of looking, this is like a significant area. I want to see if this gets turned into a demand zone or remains a supply zone. Because if we look at the pre-market right now, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. If we look at the pre-market right now, this supply zone right here is right here. We see it broke through a little bit, which the day before it did that too. Right here it was testing in the pre-market. You just can't see that because I have that data not showing. So what we want to see is, does this stay up above here and give us a long setup, or does it break back down below here and give us a short setup somewhere? If it does give us a long setup, we'd be looking to exit at this next supply zone, which is about 395.6, which would be like 3,956 on SPX. So that would give you like decent room to actually make a play in there. More ideally, and what would kind of confirm the whole daily trend of a downtrend, would be that it breaks back through. And gives us a short setup down here. So I don't have any day trades left for today, but what I'm going to be doing is just watching and seeing what happens, and seeing if there's any good setups that show up. On Monday, I'm going to go over any setups that happened for Friday, any good trades that you could have made, even though today I am completely paper. I don't have any day trades. I'm still going to just kind of, take a look, do my diligence for the day, make sure my plan is still working, and just kind of go from there. So yeah, look for around this 394 to 392.75 zone, and just kind of see, does it confirm that this is now support, or does it keep this as resistance, and kind of base your sentiment off that. I don't have much other than that. If you are interested in day trading, investing, SPX, options, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos that kind of go in depth about how other people invest, how other people have made their money and found success in Wall Street or real estate or small businesses or startups, just kind of like that. I want to learn more about how other people are successful, and I figure I should share that information with you guys as I learn. So I think this is going to be the channel where I do it. Like I said, if you're interested in the content, make sure you subscribe, and I hope everybody has a good day trading today. Good luck, and have a good weekend. Bye.